The original Star Wars trilogy rightfully gets heralded as one of the finest cinematic trilogies of all time, with imagination and brilliance coursing throughout the three movies. However, it's not totally flawless. Whether it be character mistakes or production errors, there were a bunch of hilarious goofs that made it into the three original Star Wars movies. Starting off is C-3PO falling, but he makes it look good. Sometimes, when mistakes are made in production by crew or actors, they can be instantly fixed and made unnoticeable to the naked eye. In A New Hope, Anthony Daniels achieves this in a smooth, pretty funny manner. If audiences pay close attention to 3PO during the scene where Luke is cleaning R2 and accidentally uncovers the holomeshes from Leia, when Luke falls back, 3PO is startled and falls off the step he is on. However, thanks to the post-production team, 3PO's fall doesn't look bad at all, he just stands there making it look almost deliberate. Now, I've watched A New Hope countless times, but I never actually noticed it until now. Even though it looks like Anthony Daniels took a step down on purpose, you can definitely see the editing they did to cover it up. What's not so covered up is Luke's lightsaber having New York engraved on it. A good handful of the original trilogy's biggest goofs and mistakes come from lightsabers. To show the weapon on screen to its full potential had yet to be created, as the technology at the time couldn't do what George Lucas wanted it to. In The Empire Strikes Back, one hard to spot mistake appears on Hoth. While Luke hangs in the terrifying Wampa cave and his lightsaber is stuck hilt down the snow, the words New York are visible in the lightsaber's butt. It's very hard to see at first, but if you zoom into the shot, the grand words of New York are definitely visible. Now, even though Earth exists in Star Wars, it's simply a production mishap that tells audiences where the blade was made. But it's still a cool little mistake once you notice it. Something else that you notice once you see it is when a dead rebel protects his head. There were some goofy moments in the Star Wars movies that CGI or special edition updates cannot cover up. One of those mistakes is when Vader murders Captain Antilles at the start of A New Hope. After being choked and having his neck broken by the Dark Lord of the Sith, Captain Antilles gets launched into a pipe-like structure on the walls of the Tantive 4. When this happens, the actor protects his head, which is hilarious given that he is clearly dead at this moment and also wearing a helmet. It's a quick moment and you can easily miss it, but if you go watch it again and see where the captain's hands go, it's clear that he moves them up to break the impact. What's not so clear, but definitely can be heard, is a rebel shouting something funny in the background. Now, I'm not going to say what this rebel shouted for YouTube purposes, but during the second Death Star battle in Return of the Jedi, you can hear a rebel in the background shout. You can go to Return of the Jedi on Disney Plus at 1:59:24 if you want to check it out yourself, but here's a quick clip. Here, take a listen. It's slightly faint, but it's definitely there, and I don't know how that got past the post-production team and the remake team. Something else that would always be an unforgettable mistake in the original trilogy is the iconic Stormtrooper head bump in A New Hope. The most famous production mishap in all of Star Wars comes in A New Hope when a Stormtrooper smacks his head on one of the door frames on the Death Star. You can also hear a distinct bonk sound when the Stormtrooper hits his head. It's an iconic moment that has been laughed about and pointed out on countless rewatches since, with many memes and jokes coming out of it. In fact, it was so popular it was referenced in Attack of the Clones and the Clone Wars.
R2 says we're close. Stay sharp.
Ow! Switch to night vision.